So Jim Clyburn, who represents the South Carolina 6th Congressional District, has decided to step down from the House Democratic leadership. And in that, you have to understand that while he may not physically be in the leadership, but his influence is littered all over Congress, especially within the House. So whoever replaces Clyburn is more likely is going to have his ideology, the way he thinks, the way he moves. Yeah, there might be some decision making to where their stamp is on it, but make no mistake, Clyburn influence is going to be all over who replaces him. Which begs the question, why is Clyburn doing this now? You would think that when Nancy Pelosi stepped down and Steny Hoyer stepped down, Clyburn would have followed suit, but instead, he chose to hang on for a little bit more. And it's going to be interesting to see who replaces Clyburn as far as like the Democratic leadership in the House. So why is he doing this, right? Because one thing I understand as I observe the landscape within politics, people don't just do these things without reason. And it ain't because he's old or whatever like that, because if you look at people like Dianne Feinstein and Maxine Waters and Elijah Cummings and John Lewis, right? Even Nancy Pelosi, Steny Hoyer, as I mentioned earlier, these dudes will literally be in power until they die. If you look at the Supreme Court justices with Anthony Scalia and Ruth Bader Ginsburg, she's gone. Among other Supreme Court justices who's gone. Clarence Thomas still holding on. They're not doing this just because, oh, they're too old and, I need to go into retirement. No, they're doing this for whatever reason. So what's the real reason why Clyburn decided to step down? It's because, and the Time Magazine article explains this, to where Clyburn is helping Biden secure a second-term presidency. This is the real reason why Clyburn is stepping down from Democratic leadership. Because, mind you, it's not like he's stepping down from Congress. He's still planning on running in 2024 for his congressional seat in South Carolina. He is trying to step up efforts to help Biden secure the presidency because Biden is struggling in the polls. He is losing. So, as far as Clyburn goes, he is trying to step up the efforts into helping Biden secure a second-term presidency. Representative James Clyburn stepped down Wednesday from his House position and leadership, in part to spend more time with working on Biden's re-election campaign. The 83-year-old Democratic congressman announced on Wednesday that he had informed House Speaker Hakeem Jeffries that he was stepping down from his position as the assistant Democratic leader of the House Democratic caucus, but that he will still run for re-election in the South Carolina's district. Clyburn, who remains a heavy influencer within his home state and within the Democratic Party, was instrumental in helping Biden secure the nomination in South Carolina 4 years ago. He already been working with Biden as his surrogate, but he's a Speaker of the play a more active role in the re-election campaign as a voice with deep experience understanding Biden's coalition and how to reach black voters. Clyburn is also likely to travel to key states to talk to voters in Biden's campaign. So this is the thing. Uh, First of all, Clyburn has not done a good job of reaching black voters because a lot of us black voters are tuning him out. Because we say no tangibles, no vote, no kidding. That's not some campaign slogan. That's not something that it sounds catchy. That's not something that we just gonna let fall down the memory hole of all y'all decades of tyranny to y'all ring. The fact of the matter is, we want our tangibles, and until we get those tangibles, you get nothing. Absolutely nothing. There's not one of the things where you stick your hand out and we just supposed to just give you something for nothing. There's a cost for doing right by the people. There's also a cost of not doing right by the people. So this is where we at. You say you're trying to reach black voters, but you're not trying to reach black voters going to churches and barbershops and the cookout and all that. I mean, really, dude? Y'all really think y'all can reach black voters by gaslighting us like that? You had Kamala Harris 4 years ago trying to go to Sylvia's pretending like she eating collard greens with hot sauce in her bag. I mean, you just can't make this stuff up, man. And it's highly disrespectful. It's a slap in the face of the black community thinking we just good for watermelon and collard greens and all that. Hillary Clinton tried to do the same thing with her hot sauce in the bag swag. And just, you guys, really are out of touch with black society. Even though you're supposed to be our elders and all that, but we don't respect you. We really don't. We really don't respect people like Clyburn. Okay? Now the older crowd, especially in South Carolina, swear up and down by this dude. This dude has done nothing. But every year, whether it be in Charleston, whether it be in Columbia, or whatever like that, then he wants to, throw out 2 pieces of whiting, or catfish, or spot, or croaker, or tilapia, or whatever like that. Whatever fish is appropriate at the time, with French fries, coleslaw, Diet Coke, and some tartar sauce. Yeah, because you go to his fish fry and you got the audacity to ask him or anybody from his ilk about reparations and watch them kick you out just as fast as you went in there. He ain't done nothing. He ain't done shit. Especially considering the median salary is one of the 10 worst salaries out here in America. His district. So I don't rock with Clyburn, and I damn sure ain't rock with Biden. So they need to come up with those tangibles. So Clyburn has been vocal about Biden needs to confront his low poll numbers by talking more effectively about what he accomplished in office. He caused waves in early January. He publicly critiqued the Biden administration for not doing enough to reach voters in support of Donald Trump. Biden has recently added close advisors to the senior ranks of his campaign. Last month, he tapped senior White House officials Jen O'Malley Dillon, who ran his 2020 campaign, Mike Donnelly on, a longtime speechwriter and interpreter of Biden's political interests, to work in the campaign under campaign manager Julie Chavez Rodriguez. O'Malley Dillon is focused on how Biden could win the election, and Donnelly on is working on campaign messaging and advertising. Clyburn is expected to be especially helpful with showing up support for Biden with black voters, a group for which the Democratic Party has lost ground, according to analysis by Gallup released on February 7th. Democrats still hold a large lead over Republicans among black voters, Gallup found an 11% decrease in black adults who consider themselves Democrats in 2020 and an 8% increase in black voters who are Republicans. Once again, you're not going to find nobody that's going to have, you're not going to find anybody within the Democratic Party that's going to come out and is going to try to tell us to go out there and vote for them, vote for the Democrats. And previous videos, I talked about how they were trying to reach black entertainment leaders. Now, they don't do that with no other group, right? Then I talked about how Jamal Bowman, right, Mr. Wave the Fire Alarm, he wants to set up some hip-hop coalition or some hip-hop task force, right? Because they think that, oh, we need to reach the young voters who listen to rap. And then on top of that, they try to come up with some new piece of legislature that's going to counteract rappers getting RICO charges put on them. So all this is, and then let's not forget about recently Biden was pardoning people who were getting who had convictions on them for marijuana use. So understand what's going on here. So no piece of legislation about reparations, no pieces of legislation or executive orders or any kind of thing involving qualified immunity. None of the things that we're asking for, we're getting. But we're getting everything else over these last 4 years. But yet y'all want to talk about messaging? Hey, I got a message for you. You didn't do shit. That's the message. You ain't done shit. So when you do nothing, you get nothing. What's up, Reeve? That's the message that I want to convey to people like Clyburn and the Democrats. You do nothing, you get nothing. It's only fair. It's only fair. If you want to talk about fair and balance and equality, that is fair and balanced and equal as it gets. You do nothing, you get nothing. Period. That's a great campaign slogan. And you know what? I should have that plastered all over the country or whatever like that. To make sure that these Democrats and these shills and their bootlicking foot soldiers get the message. You do nothing, you get nothing. Period. So I don't understand what's the confusion all about. Why we got to come out here and vote for y'all for what? What we gonna get in return for that vote? Because you had all this time to get it right, and you guys still hadn't gotten it right. And Clyburn think he got the ear of the people. He think he got the ear to the streets. He think he got that magic touch that he's gonna parade his ass around the country and parrot Joe Biden's talking points. We supposed to just fall over ourselves and fall over this guy and get him to vote. Get the fuck out of here. Ain't no way I'm doing that. You get out of here. So, once again, Clyburn, I know you got that hearing aid for Miracle Ear in your ear right now. You might want to calibrate that one more time because it might be out of cap. Maybe it's full of wax. I don't know. Maybe the battery's dead in your hearing aid. I don't know. But you need to understand, you do nothing, you get nothing. You guys have shown your disdain, your contempt, and your disrespect. That's all you guys have shown. So I don't know why. I don't know what's the. I don't know what's the confusion. I don't know what you're not understanding. I don't know what's the disconnect. So this is where we at. We told you what we wanted. We ain't getting what we wanted. So guess what? You don't get nothing in return. It's just that simple. It ain't difficult. But anyway, you guys let me know what y'all think. If you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. And last but definitely not least, shouts out to the LDBC. This your man, Scream at me. Hey!